Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Allahumma salli wa sallim ala nabiyyina Muhammad. Alhamdulillah, brothers, it's the bounty of Allah. We are continuing from the book of Sheikh Abdul Fattah Abu Ghudda rahimahullah. And today we will be discussing about some of the adab and etiquettes regarding a wedding. So first of all, the Sheikh has mentioned here two specific things. What is the importance of marriage and why it is important to attend the weddings, and is it Islamic practice to go to the wedding ceremonies or not? So he gives some interpretations and some hadith to prove this concept. And secondly, he has said about the manners for attending the wedding. So first of all, he mentioned about this importance of attending weddings. He said that it is an Islamic practice to go to the wedding ceremonies, and to do a ceremony for wedding is an Islamic practice. And now it used to be happening in the masjid, in the mosques, in the time of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and to make it publicized, to make it known to the people. And the narration he has brought here is the marriage contract to be done, to prove that marriage contracts should be done in masjid. He has brought one hadith that is in Tirmidhi and Ibn Majah, that says that publicize the marriage, execute it at the mosques, and celebrate it with drums. Publicize the marriage, execute it in the mosque, and celebrate it with the drums. So this is the hadith from Tirmidhi and Ibn Majah. Another hadith from Musnad Ahmad and Al-Hakim is that publicize the marriage. Publicize the marriage. And another hadith is from Imam Ahmad and At-Tirmidhi, Nasai, and Ibn Majah, that says the difference between a legitimate or halal and illegitimate or haram marriage is the presence of voices and drums. Means that when there are so many people are coming and then we celebrate it, it is something, a good thing. So this was the aspect of celebrating the wedding or marriage ceremonies. Now, one important thing here is the use of drum. Okay, so it is there is no dispute among the Muslim scholars that in a wedding ceremony, the Prophet ﷺ allowed the women to use the drums. Now, which type of drum? As far as I know, but it's just I'm sharing my knowledge, whatever I know, since I am not a mufti or Islamic scholar. I'm just sharing my knowledge. That these drums used to be one side open, another side is a drum. Okay, in another word, it called daf. So Prophet ﷺ allowed the woman to use the daf in wedding ceremonies. Okay, and the most valid opinion among many scholars is that the men can also use drums in order to publicize the marriage, thus making it known near and far. So if we use the drums in that type of ceremonies, then people can know that there is this ceremony happening. So this is the Sheikh's opinion. Still, I'm not so sure about what are the specific fatwa related to these things, but there is hadith about these things. Another thing is attending a wedding is not one of the right of the Islamic Islamic Brotherhood. Like if we are attending other Muslim ceremonies, other brothers' marriage ceremonies, it is like sharing his happiness, right? So, and give him dua, give him blessing in this special occasion. It gives them good feeling as well. So this is something desirable, and this is something as an obligation for us as a Muslim, okay, to attend other wedding ceremonies. Okay, now this was the importance, why it is important to attend the wedding ceremony. I have said that this is a Muslim's right. Another thing is to make it explicit that halal is different. We celebrate the halal and we discourage the haram. To make it vivid and clear, we normally go to these ceremonies, and it is part of Islam. So that we publicize it, we make it a form of happiness to encourage others and give them some sort of psychological boost, you can say, or maybe something like to give them some sort of support, mentally support them in this type of behavior, and discouraging them from other type of behavior that is not prescribed according to Islam. So this is the main aspect why we should go to the wedding. And then regarding manners in the wedding ceremonies, we should be dressed properly and go in a jolly mood and speak something that suits the occasion. We should not be speaking about something depressing or not soothing that occasion. We should not be doing something like that. We should talk something good, and we can give this dua: Barakallahu lakuma wa baraka alaykuma wa jama'a bainakuma fi khair. May Allah bless your side and bless your counterpart, and may Allah tie your union with virtue, with goodness. So this is something good, and we should not be using some other words to give them these blessings, maybe with comfort and children, some specific Arabic phrases. I'm not sure what is the Arabic phrase, but this is referring to one Arabic phrase. The kuffar or the kafir, they used to use it in the time of Jahiliyyah. They used to congratulate each other with the Arabic phrase. The nearest meaning is with comfort and children. So they will see them with comfort and children, with comfort or something like this. So it is not prescribed. We should be using that, may Allah give you blessing in your side, in your counterpart, and may Allah tie your union with goodness or with virtue. Another narration from Aisha radiallahu anha, that when Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam married me, my mother, Aisha radiallahu anha is saying, my mother led me to one of the houses of Ansar, and they congratulated me with reward, blessing, and best of luck wishes. They congratulated. So Aisha radiallahu anha was married. So Aisha radiallahu anha was brought to Ansar's house. The Ansar women, they congratulated Aisha radiallahu anha. And in the time of occasion, inside the woman's side, it is permissible to sing some songs. According to Sheikh, he is saying here, sing some songs which is not promoting lust or promoting some other thing or desires. This is not promoting desires. This is not promoting lusts, or this is not portraying any physical beauty. Means that the lyric of the song is not something bad. It is just a good type of lyric that have meaning of dua or something like this. It is permissible to sing those songs in the woman's side, and they can use, as mentioned in the hadith, they can use the daf in those occasions. Now, Bukhari has narrated that once upon a time, one bride was wed to his Ansar husband, and then Prophet ﷺ said that, "Oh Aisha, didn't you have some merriment or some joy or some sort of fun activities?" And he was referring to singing and beating the drums. He was referring, didn't you have singing the song, some sort of song? Here it is not musical song, obviously, not to misunderstood. These songs are something like, we can say like ghazal in Bangla, or some sort of poem that is song and with daf. Okay, now Imam Hafiz ibn Hajar rahmatullah alayhi, he has in his commentary of Bukhari, the name of the book is Fathul Bari. He said, Aisha radiallahu anha recalled that Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was asked her, why did not you send her? Means one of the Ansari women was married to another Ansar man. So Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was saying to Aisha radiallahu anha that why did not you send a lady or a girl who will be singing some songs in that occasion? And then Aisha radiallahu anha said that that what? He was astonished, and he answered, singing song means what type of singing song? So he answered, Prophet answered that we are visiting you, we are visiting you. If you greet us, we will greet you. For your gold bright and red brought the bride to your farm, and it is your wheat brown and tainted that made your virgin's charm. So some sort of poem. Professor Sam answered these things, and Professor Sam was saying that this girl can give sing this song and use some drum in that inside the woman's side maybe. It's permissible according to the most of the scholars, as the Sheikh has said here, to use duff in those type of ceremonies. But I'm not so sure what is the specific opinion of the ulama of Hanafi madhab in this case. But the Sheikh Abdul Fattah Abu Ghidda, as according to me, my knowledge, he is Hanafi. So mostly it is permissible in Hanafi madhab as well for the women to use the duff only in the wedding ceremonies only. Songs sung at weddings must be similar or have wholesome or seemingly meaning. It should not be it should not have any bad meaning or lust that gives some bad impression and negative things that is not halal in Islam. So this what concludes the manners of wedding. And inshallah, tomorrow we will be discussing about visiting the sick. So that's what concludes today's session. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.